Welcome everyone to another episode of My Week in LEGO. This is the series where I recap everything that I did the prior week in the world of LEGO on my channel. For those people that maybe you're a little busy in life, you don't have time to catch all these videos, this is a nice little repackaging and recap of everything that happened, and I'm doing a lot of this right now, so we'll stick with that. This is January 17th to January 23rd. This is everything that I did last week. The week actually started off on a very positive note because Clark had off on Monday thanks to Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so we used that as an opportunity to finally do our very first 2022 LEGO haul. Probably the only full-time LEGO YouTuber that you've watched that hasn't done anything with 2022 sets as of the middle of January, but we finally did, and the primary set that we got, and my favorite one of the bunch, was the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set. Clark and I actually spent that morning building this up and doing it together on a live stream, which was awesome. If you want to see that, I'll link things up top. It'll be linked. But there was a little bit of setback with the actual build itself. Clark got a little bored with it, and I started to see the cracks in Sonic the Hedgehog because a lot of the build tends to be one-by-one plates that you're stacking up on top of each other to make that whole bottom part that you know from Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis, you know, the checkerboard pattern. And that's very monotonous to build that up and time consuming. But overall, like if you're a Sonic fan, I've had people ask me about this, and I probably should have done a whole video just on this. Should you buy it? Should you buy it? Not is brickitect buying it. Should you buy the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set? I'm going to say absolutely yes if you're a Sonic fan. If you're not, I'm still going to say possibly if you can find it for 20% off. You get through the build. It's not terrible. I built the Darth Maul bust, so after that, nothing seems bad. But once you have it done, it looks fantastic on display. I think it's a gorgeous set, and I don't regret buying it, but the build was a little much. It was nice, definitely, to share that burden with Clarkman, and we had fun building it together and streaming it. So that was a good, solid first day. Speaking of LEGO sets that are a burden, that's a perfect segue into our next topic, which was the LEGO Globe was revealed, and I decided to do it is brickitect buying on it. And as much as I love the look of that set, and I saw everyone just going nuts about this thing, when I saw how repetitive the build was going around the outside of this to actually make the sphere that is the LEGO Globe, which is something amazing in LEGO, like to see something that isn't just a cube or a rectangle and something that just has no corners is incredible. But it's $200 and it's super repetitive to build. So a lot of money, a lot of repetition. No bueno for brickitect, so I ruled that one out. Brickitect is not buying the LEGO Globe. Someone asked me, they said, now if this was a lot cheaper, would you get it even though it is repetitive? And the answer is yes. Like if this thing comes up on crazy sale at some point, which is unlikely, but Zabby does some incredible things sometimes, maybe I jump on it. But as of right now, as of day one, as of me purchasing it, that's a no-go. For our next video, we brought back a series that I was doing late last year that just needs to return because it's one of my most fun ones that I do, and that is How Bad Is It? The series where I take non-LEGO branded brick building products, first try, and I tell you just how bad they are. In this case, Mason Phoenix sent us over 2 packages full of Make It blocks, dollar store special LEGO-like pieces, and Clark and I put those together, and he built the full house out of it, a little mock that was really fun. And overall, I'll say this about these. If you aren't an avid LEGO collector and you're just looking to get into building something, you just want to sit down and build, maybe you're a younger kid or you have a younger kid, these things are perfect for that. They're inexpensive, and you can make some things. The pieces stick together, the instructions are good. They're all right. If you're a person that loves collecting LEGO and you're thinking that you're going to get these as like an extra thing to put in your collection, I wouldn't do that. Although I did see people in the comments saying that they like taking some of the bigger plates and the pieces that they can use for filler to put inside of mocks that they're making. So I could definitely see that because it will save you a lot of money. Just don't think that the quality of these is where LEGO is. And that's honestly the case for a lot of these different brands that I get into, with the exception of that plane that I built, which was Kobe. The Kobe brand is incredible, especially with the military builds they make, and I'm excited to maybe get more into that, but I have a lot of other stuff that I need to try as well, including one that we got in mail time from last week, which is the Welly set, which is like Wally, also like Boost. It's going to be good. Maybe we'll try to get that in the next week or two so you can see here on I was going to say How Bad Is It? It's the wrong series. This is My Week in LEGO. Stay tuned. After we wrapped on How Bad Is It, our next video turned out to be another Clarkman mock showcase, which I love. I love those videos. I don't know if you guys love them or not, because unfortunately, when you make a video that just has a kid prominently featured, like if this was Clarkman talking to you right now, the YouTube AI would be like, kid alert, and they'd want to protect that kid from all of you evil commenters. So I don't know how you guys felt about it or if you enjoyed his mocks, but I'm just going to assume that you did. I think everyone loves to see the creativity of a young kid that's making things on his own and is excited and passionate about it. So we're going to keep doing those, even though I can't hear from you guys. The numbers seem to be good. So yeah, Clarkman, he's all about that life. In fact, he's already stacking stuff up on the table back here, which is getting a little nutty to share with you guys in the next episode, which is, I guess, running like every other week at this point, because he shared, I think it was like 17 or 18 mocks in the last video. And he did that all in roughly like 9 minutes, I believe. So that was quite impressive that he got through all those. But it's just, what I do is I set the camera up for him, I get everything all going, and I just sit back and I just take it in. I love to see him make those. And I think ultimately for me, I don't know what your favorite series is on this channel and in my year of creating series is, but my favorite is definitely seeing the stuff that Clarkman makes and seeing him share it with you guys. That's just so much fun for me. Speaking of fun or not fun, after that, over the weekend, Clark and I got into the sort life once again, which desperately needed done. And we did a couple live streams throughout Saturday and on Sunday here and had a blast doing those with all the people of the community. We were sorting through slopes, which I'm still working on. And Clark is supposed to be working on the minifig stuff and getting those all sorted out. But, you know, he doesn't actually do much work. He'll do it for like 30 seconds, and then he'll get bored or whatever, and then he'll start building stuff and making mocks and making minifigs and whatnot. So it's like, hey, that's fine. I'm just happy that we're down here together. But I will one day get through all this sorting, and we're gonna have just like the most beautifully sorted Lego collection. My goal ultimately is to be like essentially a Bricklink seller, only to not have my parts on Bricklink. I just want to have that level of organization, and that's something that I dream of. So I'm working towards that, and I've been streaming a little bit of it because I feel like, you know, if I'm here doing this, I might as well stream it. And surprisingly, people are into watching me sort through Lego pieces, which, you know, I guess it's better than my other idea that I have on my gaming channel, Greg's Arcade. Subscribe down below for all kinds of gaming stuff. That was an advertisement. I wanted to make a game called Watch Paint Dry Simulator, and I think Lego sorting is like maybe right above Watch Paint Dry Simulator in terms of entertainment for you, but sometimes you find cool stuff, and the things that happen and the interactions with Clark and myself while we're doing it, I think is probably the thing to watch for. So that was pretty much the whole week. I've been trying to like take it easy on the weekends. We're just doing streams. I think like stream Saturday might be a thing, and then Sunday will just be like a bonus thing, but I'm trying to put stuff out during the week, and I'm trying to get these back on schedule. I'd like to have these episodes out like every Monday so I could like recap the prior week. But we had some things coming up, and brickitect. We'll talk about that next week. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, that was my week in Lego, episode 4 for January 17th through January 23rd. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this journal-like episode of all the things that we did in Lego. Keeps me accountable for actually getting things done and accomplishing things and making videos, and it also saves you a ton of time if you don't want to endure all of the stuff that we did through all the videos. You can just come here and watch this. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next My Week in Lego.